We need jobs out here. We need health care out here. We need you to stand up in our White House.
As nurses, we see patients living in critical economic hard times.
You talked about hope, you talked about change, and these were the things that swept you into office. Now it's time for you to stand up and use some courage to make these things actually happen.
President Obama, we the nurses do not want any more compromise. Nurses need and want for you to stand up.
You talked about hope.
And you talked about change.
We need you to stand up.
As we stood with you and elected you the president, stand up and fight against any party whose legislative agenda diminishes Social Security and public health services. After a lifetime of hard work, we want to retire with dignity. We Americans need a ferocious leader with no fear. Be the man we voted for. You talked about hope, but what about courage?
We still have hope, and we are telling you, stand up.
Stand up! Stand up for everyone who needs a job. Stand up, no compromising the public health care services.
Stand up and no compromise Social Security.
Stand up, no compromising education. Stand up with no fear.
I say take them to the hoop and slam dunk them.
You stood up for the banks and the lenders, now stand up for us. Nothing will change until you stand up and fight against those who fight against us. Thank you for listening. And stand up!